All right, everyone, welcome to the Farmcast. Today we've got a cool little episode for you. We're going to be talking video games, and I am here, of course, with the Kyle Pate.
Hello, hello.
And yeah, we're just going to jump right into it. We're talking most anticipated games of 2020 coming up. Yeah, this year's supposed to be pretty loaded.
Yeah, there's a lot of titles that I'm definitely looking forward to, and a few that I think not looking forward to. So I
Yeah.
think we're gonna have an interesting list here.
Was last year a good game? Or was last year a good year for games, honestly?
No, I uh, I I think it's disappointing relative to prior years. You look at 2018, 2017.
Yeah.
I think those had better releases. I think we're right now we've been reaching the point where the games are going to be coming out more for the next generation of consoles than this generation. I think outside of a few major AAA releases and some also smaller indie releases, I think the bigger games are going to be pushed towards this next generation of consoles. We're on our last hurrah.
Yeah, I agree. And last year, honestly, I can't even think of a lot of games that came out.
I couldn't think of one.
Honestly, yeah, I think the only game that I would say is my game of the year is fucking Tetris 99.
um,
And that was last year, so I count it as my fucking
my
best
game of the year from the last year would be standalone Outer Worlds.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that is by far the best title that came
I,
out.
yeah.
But other than that, not a lot of RPGs
I didn't play
I
Death
was into.
Stranded yet. I
A
do want
polarizing one.
yeah, a polarizing one. I do want to play that. Call of Duty Modern Warfare was good.
Sure.
Pretty good.
It's Call of Duty. You know
It's
what
Call
to
of Duty,
expect.
and they did it better than in the past. And honestly, I can't think of a whole lot else. That the Link's Awakening remake was cool.
Sure.
But yeah, so last year was pretty dull. But like we said, this looks pretty fucking stacked. So we're just gonna kick it off right away. Our if we're just both if you want to start our
Yeah,
top
sure.
5 most anticipated.
Yeah, I got a list. I'm gonna be naming these in no particular order,
Yep.
so feel free to take that as you will. First game I want to be bringing up. One of my most anticipated games is going to be Animal Crossing: New Horizons. Um, it will definitely be on the list for cutest game of the year. I
Yep.
think it might run uncontested.
Twitter will love that.
Oh yeah, as
that
will
game.
I.
Yep.
Animal Crossing, it's a hit. Obviously, it's just gonna be a blast. I can't think of a more perfect game right now to come to Switch. Between I all I want to do right now is build some houses, start some projects, and hang out with Isabel.
Completely understandable.
Sure.
You want to keep your number 2?
Yeah. I'm gonna save this one. Number two is going to be arguably the biggest release. That's going to be coming out this year, and that'll be Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep.
It got delayed, obviously. We were hoping it would be coming out in April. It decided to get delayed, and personally, I am of the mindset that I'm okay with that. I would much rather have a game be delayed in order to ensure better production, a better, more quality game, less bugs. Bethesda. This year is going to be so stacked with games that I feel like we can afford to wait, and especially in this spring we have coming up games like Animal Crossing, Persona, Final Fantasy. There's going to be a lot coming out this spring, so some I think later into the year might actually be better. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree, and that's actually one of my top 5 too. Really excited for it. I'm bummed because it's just like I really wanted it. It was supposed to come out on my birthday or day after. I forgot what the release was, and damn, I just wanted to sit down and just fucking play in cyberpunk world with Keanu Reeves. So bummed, but it's like they say, a game that's delayed will eventually be good, or will be good, just longer. A game that's rushed is going to be broken and just
Yeah,
damaged right away. It's fine.
I hope they take the time to add a new mode where it's just Keanu Reeves telling me I'm breathtaking, wholesome 100, over and over again for about 80 hours of gameplay.
I hope there's a gameplay or there's a game mode where you are Keanu Reeves as his famous character John Wick.
Okay.
And you're battling against 99 other people in the world.
Oh.
And you can also build.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I want fucking Fortnite too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want Fortnite 2077.
I couldn't agree more.
But yeah, continue with your list.
Yeah. Next, I'm gonna bring up. The aforementioned Final Fantasy VII remake. It's going to be obviously this game, another one that got delayed. This one's gonna be coming out in about April. It's gonna be in a few different parts, and I'm very excited. So I played only a little bit of the first Final Fantasy VII. That's a game that came out, when I was younger. So actually, I ended up getting it later on Steam on PC. And it was fun.
Okay.
But at that point, by the time I got to it, I couldn't experience it like people who got to experience it on PlayStation 1.
Okay.
Because obviously, I can't... It's difficult for me to play the game now when I have to look at Cloud Strife's pipe cleaner arms.
Yep.
And it makes it very difficult to get into the story regardless of how good it is. And it's well known to be. What any thoughts on that?
We'll get to that when I list off a few of mine, but continue your list.
Actually, why don't you go? I want to say.
Okay, gotcha.
I want to say.
So, my list, no particular order. I'm just gonna go through it because you've talked about a couple of them already. Animal Crossing: New Horizons is probably my most anticipated game. I've only played bits and pieces of Animal Crossing before, but I love that style, that gameplay. I love it. Stardew Valley, we both fucking love. Amazing. And I'm really excited. I love what I've been seeing. So that's probably my number one. Number two, Cyberpunk 2077. Like I said, I want to play as John Wick. And then the last three at the end of my list, Doom Eternal. Love the first Doom. It's just fun. It's stupid fun. And it looks like it's even more ridiculous in the second one. Then I've got Dying Light 2. I have not played the first... I played a little bit of the first one, but not enough to, care about it. But I never cared really about the game.
Sure.
But this sequel looks really cool. I don't know. Have you seen much about it?
I've seen a little bit.
Okay.
And I remember more from the first Dying Light, and I remember playing through it, seeing some gameplay. And the big thing with that game in particular was I was really sick of I'm burned out on zombie games. Especially there's going to be hopefully a better zombie game coming this year.
Yep.
And to me, the genre has been played out in about every single way that it can. I'm kind of just...
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a bit sick of it.
Yeah, no, I get that. I don't care about zombies or anything like that. I think how the game's built, because I know your decisions and every game, maybe it's just good marketing that they're making you think this. Every game's like, oh, look, your decisions matter. But what they've shown, it looks like your base completely changes based on what you do. And I think that's really cool. I think there is a thing too where you can kill anyone. Okay. I like those kind of games. It almost
more that radiant.
Where I can just do my own shit. So that's why I'm interested in it. It's not crazy. If it sucks, whatever. But I'm not going to be disappointed. But the last one, just rounding out my list, Ghost of Tsushima. And a lot of this is really just unknown. I think it looks cool. I don't know what the hell to expect. Made by Sucker Punch. I liked Infamous Second Son a lot. And who knows? It's a cool setting. I like that old ninja.
Yeah, I'm also excited to play some Weeaboo Infamous.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be.
It'll
be great.
Yeah. The people who made Infamous watched a little anime. They're like, "Fuck it, let's make
clearly.
it." So that's my whole list right there.
Okay.
Anticipated.
Sure, and then I'm gonna bring up a couple honorable mentions. Before I bring up my most anticipated game.
Oh shit! Okay.
And first honorable mention will be Doom Eternal. You brought it up too. I can't think of a game that's just more dumb fun.
Exactly.
I mean,
seriously.
I remember the first time playing it. I was playing it with my brother on the couch, and I love doing that couch co-op kind of game.
Oh yeah.
There was something so satisfying about absolutely ripping people to shreds with chainsaws. With you get somebody else in the room. It is literally just the dumbest fun.
And like you said, with the dumb fun. He doesn't even have a name. He's Doom Guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's who cares? It's just
add Doom Guy to Smash.
Yeah. It's just stupid fun. So I completely agree. What are your other?
Yeah, and then my other honorable mention is going to be Psychonauts 2. The first Psychonauts. Obviously a bit of an older game now. I think it came out in about 2004 for the original Xbox, and it was a platformer I loved at the time, and I think is one that aged like a fine wine. I haven't played it in a few years, but I think everybody seems to have fond memories
Yep.
of that game, and I'm honestly just excited to see what they can do with the sequel. And
Yeah.
nowadays, it's tough to come across good platformers.
Yeah.
I mean, you have your Mario Odysseys, your what else am I?
Hat in Time.
Hat in Time. That's
Yep.
thank you. Those games are still good, but
Yep.
they seem to be a dying breed, and I think this could really bring some new life into
Yep.
it, and it's something I'm very excited for.
Yeah, I'm same thing here. I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that game.
Yeah.
I've never played Psychonauts 1, but
think
I,
you'd actually
love
like it.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. That's why I think I am interested in this game because again, it's kind of down my alley. I love that Mario Odyssey Hat in Time platforming.
You're a big Hat in Time
Oh,
guy.
big Hat in Time hat in Time guy. So it just looks fun and that's kind of down my alley.
Sure.
I'm gonna, before you get to your big
Sure.
anticipated, gonna knock off my honorable mentions. So first one's Marvel's The Avengers. It's only an honorable mention because I like The Avengers.
Oh,
If I'm basing it
this
off
just
of,
in.
Yeah,
Local 20-year-old,
Yeah.
20-something-year-old likes Marvel's Avengers. Go on,
yeah,
please
turns
continue.
out biggest franchise.
Yeah.
Kind of like it. But the gameplay, if I'm looking at it from like an objective standpoint, this game might suck.
I've been thinking the same.
Oh my god, dude! And it's gonna be a bummer because I'm gonna be a sucker for playing as Iron Man. Come on, it's Iron Man.
Sure.
But man, it's just watching the gameplay, and you only start off with the core Avengers. It's not a big team. I know they're gonna add some eventually. I just really skeptical. I could see this one ending up on a lot of the worst games of the years, but also I feel like it has the potential to be on a lot of like the best games of the year. So it's kind of like a low floor, high ceiling game.
I think it's an interesting game. I feel like I didn't have the same reaction many people did when it came out for E3.
Yeah.
There were so many people that were really excited for it, and I really just didn't see it.
Yeah,
I thought the character models looked like ass.
It's weird because they can't. It's like they can't decide if they're like, we're going to base it off Robert Downey Jr., Chris
Yeah.
Evans, but then they're also like, no, let's not. We want them to be their own.
Sure.
So it's this weird middle of like, they want the likeness, but they don't want to go all in. So it's this weird middle ground of it's kind of Chris Evans, but it's not at all
Yeah.
Chris Evans.
It kind of plays with your expectations.
Yeah.
I think part of the problem may have been seeing it right after watching Endgame, about a month before.
Yeah.
It was kind of
No kidding.
Polarizing to go between. But yeah, whatever Square does with this game, I think it'll be at least interesting to say the least.
So that's why it's an honorable mention. Along with that, I have The Last of Us Part 2.
Yes.
This would be in my anticipated games, but I feel like at this point I've lost hype.
Yes, that is my second most anticipated game,
Yep.
and I feel like that's a game that the first Last of Us had what many consider, and honestly I do too, to be a perfect ending.
Yep, absolutely.
It's going to be tough to go back into that world because there was that big part of me that spoilers for that 8-year-old
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be tough to go back into that world because I don't know if I have the heart to see Ellie's reaction to some of the stuff Joel did in the first game.
Yeah.
It left off on such a melancholy but somewhat hopeful note that it's going to be hard to go back into that world and see what happens.
Yeah. No, and exactly that is like the reason I'm more I really, if there's one game I can make not exist, it's this one. I just don't want it coming out because The Last of Us by itself is so perfect. It is so perfect. Sure. And I love that ending. Yeah. It just leaves it up to you. We don't need a sequel. Apparently they think and they've taken so much time with it, so I respect
and
that.
That makes me hopeful.
Yeah, but at the same time, what the hell else are you going to do with this? And of what I've seen, and they've been really, they're hiding a lot because I can imagine anything at this point is going to be
They haven't shown a whole lot.
They haven't. But of what I've seen, it's just nothing gets me really excited. I think one thing that would is just people coming out here and coming out with like really high praise for the game right away. Would initially be like, okay, if people are saying like this is good, then obviously it's going to be good. But at the same point, has Naughty Dog ever made a bad sequel?
Not that I can think of, because I think every Uncharted sequel was subsequently better than the game that came before. Uncharted 4,
Yeah.
in my mind at least, is an absolute masterpiece.
Yeah.
And I think they took the time, they took the care into going into this game, and it's exciting for me because I think as good as the ending was, there is more story to tell.
Okay.
What happened with the Fireflies? What happened with Joel and Ellie going and moving into what seems to be at least a more civilized area than they were in?
Yeah.
And with such a length of time passing, it will be interesting to see how they evolved, how the world evolved, and it's something I'm looking forward to. And I think this, when you're saying about the reaction, I think even, let's say the game is shit, I think no matter what, it's going to come out to high praise. You're going to have everybody giving it 10s.
Okay.
So this is truly one of those games you're going to have to experience for yourself in order to get any kind of scope of as to whether it really is good or not.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's one of those weird games where it's weird because it's just been delayed so much too from announcement. I feel like it was like 3 years ago that it was announced, and again at the time of announcement, I just felt weird. It just, I don't know. I'm excited regardless because I don't want to say that, but I was gonna say I can't imagine it being bad. But I've said that about a lot of games.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, no kidding. But getting back to my last honorable mention was just No More Heroes 3.
Okay.
Honestly, never played one of those games. Just looks cool.
Yeah, no.
Honestly.
Obviously, they came out for the original Wii, and No More Heroes is. I remember it kind of being like this edgelord franchise a little bit. At least that was, my initial thought. I think when I was a kid, I rented the first couple.
Okay,
I rented them from like the local Family Video or whatever.
Oh hell yeah!
They were interesting. It'll be. I can't wait to see what they do. Considering I doubt they'll use pure motion controls.
Oh yeah.
And if it is a more traditional game with more traditional controls, I'm excited to see what they can do.
Yeah. I agree. I don't have like crazy opinion either
say.
way. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna wait. It's not even a game I buy right away. It's a game I hear, and if it's good, I get it. Do you have any other honorable mentions?
No, I don't have any more honorable mentions. I just want to dive into, by far, my most anticipated game.
Oh, yeah,
and it's technically a game that's already out.
Yep.
Only out in Japan.
Yep.
I'm, of course, talking about Persona 5 The Royale.
Yep.
Persona 5 came out in 2017, and it's one of my favorite video games of all time. Persona might just be my favorite franchise of all time.
Okay.
I mean, the characters, the story threads that go through, I think it's the best turn-based combat gameplay of any of them.
Okay.
And it's literally just, it's like turn-based, it's almost Pokemon style.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an absolute blast.
It's Pokemon with people.
Pokemon for weebs. Or even weebier.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Royale is going to be adding, it's essentially the same story. It's going to be adding another semester. It's going to be adding new characters, new story arcs, and I just can't wait to go see I can't wait to see the gang back together and just going through new adventures. I'm so excited to dive right back into it.
Get back with Joker.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I left that off my list on purpose because I knew you were gonna have that on there.
Okay.
I am too. It's probably something I'm gonna wait to see what you think.
Sure.
And then you're obviously gonna love it. So I
can't see a world.
Yeah. You put me on to Persona 5 whenever it happened, and I was surprised. It's not a game that I would usually like.
No.
That combat plus the weeb shit is not is not exactly what I've played in the past.
Sure.
And I think that's what made it so good was it was so different than anything I've played, and I really did love it. My only complaint is there's too much there. That is really it. That is honestly the only complaint.
There's so much to chew on, and it was probably my favorite part because it made the replay value just absolutely amazing. I mean, how you spend your time, it's basically a time management simulator, and you want to throw even more shit on top of it for me to do?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's not even a question. I couldn't be more excited to dive back in. I love the characters of that game, the storyline, the ending, every single bit. I mean, there wasn't a point I was bored.
Yeah. No, it's always interesting to see where the story's going.
Yeah.
I think the progression was amazing. My only complaint being too much, but like even then, like I was like, damn, I just need to get through this to get on. But yeah, totally agree with you on that one. So that's it for your honorable mentions,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So
that's it for
just a
everything.
couple games I want to put out there just to talk about them. They're
Yeah.
big games coming out. First one, and I briefly we're just gonna address it. Half-Life, Alex.
Yeah, Alex, whatever. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm the same way. It's
that's-
VR.
yeah.
I think it looks really fun if you have one of those big
Yes.
systems.
And it came right the hell out of nowhere. I mean, nobody
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
saw this coming. Yeah, you have your real tired Half-Life 3 memes that
Yeah.
are, they've
Thank
obviously
God those
ran
are
its course.
done.
Yeah, well,
Jesus.
unless you go on R Gaming and then they're still really fresh and
Oh
funny.
yeah, they're still like Skyrim.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom text
Oh,
shit.
God.
Yep.
Yeah, it caught everybody off guard.
Yep.
I don't know what to think of it because, I mean, how does anybody know what to think of it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Valve hasn't been making games in God knows how long.
Yeah.
It's been how many years, and they come right the hell out of nowhere
Yeah.
with this. So, I mean, I guess we'll just wait and see. I think it's a really important game because depending on how this goes, the success of VR, I don't want to make too grand a statement, but it could
Yeah.
almost depend on this because this could be the flagship game VR needs.
That's interesting because I think I completely agree. If this is like a great game, I think it starts getting real. Like for so long we've been like VR's coming. It's so fucking like if this is like everyone's favorite game, I think it's here.
Yeah.
It has to suck to be a Half-Life fan and not have a VR. They're so expensive and just like
Yeah.
that sucks. So fuck you for that, Valve. I just wanted to put that one out there. I don't care. I don't
Sure,
care
but I
about it.
think it almost would diminish it if you
Okay.
released it on VR and then also, put it on PC or
That's
console
true,
or something.
yeah.
Because I think what they want to go for, this really could be the most standout VR game that's, ever come out so far.
Yeah.
Try to think of any other real standout VR games. And
There was the Arkham Batman one.
Woo.
Yeah.
there hasn't been anything that's too big. Usually it's either chat rooms, which they're funny,
Yeah.
or they're ports of other games.
Yeah.
You have like the LA Noir VR, which is very cool.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to see something like that. But I think what it really needs is that first true AAA title.
Yeah. No, I agree. Another neutral game I want to put out there. I think you're going to be more interested in this than I am. Halo Infinite. It's a big one. Oh shit. Okay.
See, I love Halo.
Yeah.
I loved Halo. I have been an apologist for Halo for a long time. I defended Halo 4. I loved Halo
Okay.
Reach. 3, 2, 1, obviously.
Okay.
Halo 5 sucks.
Yeah,
I think we can
okay.
easily all agree. That
Yeah.
game was ass.
Okay.
And so that leaves me in a weird state with Halo because it's such a nostalgic based franchise for me. I love Halo, loved playing it as a kid. What has me, I guess, a little bit more hopeful is the fact, they're more open to, like, they've been putting out the Master Chief Collection
Yep.
and shit for PC. That is exciting. So it seems like at least, hey, maybe they're going into a more forward thinking state.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get excited. It's gonna be on the Series X, I should
Yep.
say. Sorry.
Yep.
And nobody knows what to expect from that.
Mhm.
Nobody's seen much Halo gameplay of this to begin with.
Yeah.
It's a total wild card, and I think it's how this game does is going to be huge for the future of the Series X.
Yeah.
Because if this game it's great, slaps,
Mhm.
then we're going to be seeing a lot of Series X, I think, more being sold in the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair. I have never really cared a whole ton for Halo. I can go back now, and I feel like I've played a little bit of the Master Chief Collection. I like it more now than I did when Halo 3 was hot. I didn't care a whole ton at that. I think I was just like, fuck it, let me play Call of Duty.
Sure.
But I was also just like, in fucking in ninth grade, whatever.
Yeah.
But I can appreciate it, and I think it's pretty fun. I don't care. I just don't care about this game. I really don't. I just know it's a lot of people are excited for it.
I think it's one of those few games that really could capture that nostalgic fun again, because
Okay.
playing custom games in Halo with going into Forge, Halo 2.5,
Yeah.
all those kind of game modes, Griffball.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit, it's hard to replicate that in other games, and
Yeah.
I think it's something I'm hoping they can capture that essence again.
Yeah.
And we're all just waiting and seeing at this point.
Yep. And then my last game that I wanted to bring up before I kind of hand it over to you, I just want to bring it up because I think we're on the same page of it. It would be in my top 5, but I really doubt it's coming out this year. Is Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like everybody else in the world, it's something I'm really looking forward to. It's just an amazing game.
Oh, yeah.
The first one, anyways.
Yeah, and it looks like this, just with the little teaser they put out last year. I didn't expect it this quickly, at least them announcing it, I don't think. But I'm happy they're staying with that art style. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a darker story from what I got from the little teaser that we got.
And that's coming off the heels of what was a strangely dark game in a sense. Especially when you're going back through the Divine Beasts, and you're seeing the tragic histories of all the heroes and champions and everything. I can't imagine what the next one is going to bring us.
No kidding. But yeah, excited. Just don't think it's coming out. I don't even know if 2021 it might be. It might be a 2022 game. But that's all the games before we get into the bad. My least favorite. Are there any others that you want to bring up?
No, I think you should jump right into the list.
So least anticipated. I only have 2.
Okay.
The first one I just want to bring up right away. Watch Dogs Legion.
Oh,
I don't fucking care. I do not care.
There is grandma gameplay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. You can play as a grandma.
2020 game of the year.
That's fucking nuts. I do not give a shit. The first one is still one of my least favorite games of all time. That game's horse shit. Apparently people like the second one. I don't care. I fucking hate hearing about Watch Dogs. Kill the franchise. I can't believe they're making more.
I couldn't believe they made another. I thought they were just gonna let it die. I really don't understand it.
Oh man, I would love them to make a Watch Dogs where they bring back. I forgot the protagonist's name. For the first one,
I'm never gonna remember because
I just know it's Trenchcoat Guy.
With Hat Boy.
Yeah.
Not a memorable character.
I would love them to bring him back just to kill him right away. And just that would be so funny. I would actually kind of love it.
You could tell me he was the protagonist of the second one. I believe you. If he wasn't, I don't know either. I don't. Yeah. There is not one memorable thing about that other than the concept of it.
Yeah,
because the concept was good.
Yeah, no, it was interesting.
But the delivery sucked shit.
Yeah, no, that's a horse shit game, and I wish it wasn't coming out. And then the other one that I want to bring up. It was in one of your most anticipated games.
All right.
I am sick of hearing about the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Right.
I'm fucking sick of it. I am so tired.
Fair.
Yeah.
I don't blame you for feeling that way.
Yep.
And I don't want to be the guy that says, no, this time is different.
Yeah.
But this time is different.
Oh my god. I'm so fucking tired of it. I don't care. I've never played, again, this is with the disclaimer of I've never played a Final Fantasy game in my life. And I don't plan on changing that. I'm okay. I've been waking up every morning pretty content with my life. And fine with that I haven't played Final Fantasy. And everyone says 7's the best. It's a masterpiece. And this remake's supposed to be amazing. This is just setting up for being let down, I feel like. And I just don't care. I don't care.
I think they've been teasing it for so long. I mean, this was, it was rumored since early days of PlayStation 3.
Yep.
We have been going through Final Fantasy VII exhaustion for a while.
No kidding.
I think the 2 movies that came out also flopped.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that really helped matters, but for, big fans of the Final Fantasy series, obviously are looking forward to this. And I think it's gotten to the point where a lot of other people are looking forward to it as well. You had those 2 terrible movies that, like Advent Children is a universally hated movie. Yeah. And that came out in 2005. Yeah. And that was really what got the pot stirring as far as, what if it was in HD? What if it was this, and this? And it's just been an exhausting process, but we're finally nearing the end of that road, and hell, I'm gonna be there for it. I want to
Okay,
see it.
that's fair. Instead of a Final Fantasy VII remake, I would like a Fatal 4-Way remake.
Ooh!
For those of you
No.
who don't know what I'm talking about, just search on YouTube Fatal 4-Way. Great fight right there.
Oh yeah, it's clearly the best fight in.
Yeah,
actually, I think the history of cinema.
I think
Yeah.
in history of human beings.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, those are my least. I don't have a strong take on any of them except I hate Watch Dogs. That's all I have. Do you have
Actually,
any
I forgot.
least-
Most anticipated
Yeah.
game of 2020 is going to be Fast and Furious Crossroads.
Let's go! I didn't even know that was a thing.
Apparently, it is.
Oh, well, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Forget everything we just talked about for the last
Yeah,
32
yeah,
minutes.
sorry.
Fast and Furious Crossroads, let's go.
May 30th, 2020. I'll be there.
I'll be there too.
And so will hopefully the spirits of Paul Walker.
Moment of silence for Paul Walker. All right, do you have any...
No, I can't think of too many that we didn't cover.
Okay.
I almost want to put Halo as a least, but I don't know. It could be fantastic.
Yeah.
It could suck. I mean,
Okay.
it's so hard to say. There's not too many games that I'm seeing that are just making me angry that I see them.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to think of any at the moment.
It hasn't been announced yet, but I could see the next Call of Duty sucking.
I think
That's just an out of nowhere,
Sure.
nothing to base it off of.
I am officially fatigued. I'm done. I liked
Yeah.
the last one.
Yeah.
I can't picture myself getting the energy to get excited
To
for
get another one.
It's so
Yeah.
difficult because
I think it's at our age. I feel like it's in every other one almost.
yeah, but I mean, how long can we do this?
That is true. It would have to change the game. I really want to point out though. I did love this new one.
Oh yeah, me too.
I loved it. We run that shit on Gunfight.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You cannot name a better duo in the world. You just can't. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
The Fast and Furious duo can't kill it.
Nope.
I that was just like one game. But other than that, I don't think there's any other games really worth discussing if you don't have any others.
No, I think that'll do it for me.
All right, so those are some takes that we have on the upcoming year of gaming.
Yep.
I think we can agree on one thing is that Fortnite's going to be the best game still this year.
Oh yeah, obviously, clearly.
Yep. And
It has. I don't know if you know this. It actually has John Wick.
oh,
So-
I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Fortnite.
So it's
guy.
game of the year.
Once they
A
add
cult classic.
Jonesy, the Fortnite guy, into
Oh.
Smash Bros, I'll have a new main.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Finally,
Once he's
somebody
there.
can compete with my Joker.
Yeah. So, any last thoughts for the kind people listening to our podcast?
I mean, it's gonna be a good year. Hopefully, we're gonna be back throughout the year, throughout the months, talking about video games,
Yep.
talking about games that have come out, our news that's been dropping. So definitely stick with us, and we'll give you all the updates.
Yeah, if you liked our shitty takes and stuff, you know what?
Yes.
Feel free to keep listening. Hit that like and subscribe depending
Smash.
on what. Follow us for more. You can also follow us on Twitter at the Farmcast Pod. Follow us there. We've got some funnies over there, some chuckles,
Some real humorous bits.
some real ha-has.
We're gonna be we won't just be talking about video games. We're gonna be talking about sports. We're gonna be talking
movies,
about
whatever.
movies, any kind of media.
Yep.
If there's something to have a take on, we'll probably have a take on it.
So yeah, keep up with us. Support some young content creators in their journeys.
Thank you.
And yeah,